Hello there, and welcome to the Star Wars Guys YouTube channel where the Force is family. I am Master Paul, flying solo on this video. Michael was going to be joining me, but at time of recording, he's having some computer troubles, so I'm going to be tackling this one on my own. So, a new Boba Fett trailer dropped today, and this one is called The Return. So I believe this is now the third one that's dropped since the very first. The third one that's had some form of alternate title to it. We missed the second one, at least I think we did. But anyways, we're going to react to this one now. So let's go ahead and bring it on screen and let's do it. So as always, it's a minute long. We're going to play it through all the way, and then I'm going to go back into it and break down certain things that stuck out to me. So that said, here we go.
Left for dead on the sands of Tatooine. I am Boba Fett.
All right. So, by the way, shout out to Pacific 414. So that was interesting. I don't know that I liked it better than the original trailer, but this one had some cool stuff in it. So let's add the video back in and just break it down piece by piece. And starting off, this not really important, but I like the touch that they painted the Lucasfilm logo for this in Boba Fett's shade of green. So we start off with another shot of these guys. You can barely see them. These are clearly Tusken Raiders walking through the sand. What purpose they're going to serve, honestly, I don't know. Perhaps this is how Boba gets the gaffy stick that he uses in The Mandalorian, but I feel like that's a bit of a guess. I'm not sure. So anyways, moving on. Oh, by the way, let me play that part again. Listen closely. In fact, I'll bring up the volume too. Did y'all catch that? That was the seismic charge. Clearly puts shout out to Coffee on Korriban who mentioned this in Discord. They're clearly using that in lieu of the Hans Zimmer big bwom sound that he likes to use. And I think that is really cool. All right, so let's back that off and here we go. All right, so this looks like this is pre-armor Boba because he's wearing his dark robes and he has the rifle over his shoulder. Bring it a second or two forward. Okay. Yep. That big opening in the cliff looks like a hangar bay. So this is likely a shot where Boba Fett is looking for Slave 1. And we get kind of a similar shot where he and Fennec Shand actually enter the hangar bay and see Slave 1. So this looks like it comes right before that. So moving on. And of course, we get another shot of him in the Bacta tank. This is I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that him spending all this time in the Bacta tank is how all the scars and how messed up his face was in Mando. This is how he overcomes that. So that being said, just some nice shots of him suiting up. We've seen this before. There's the Bacta tank there to the right. And there's the shot. Go back for a sec. This is the same shot that they showed in Mando season 2 finale, right at the very end. That's the same thing. So moving on, this big ship right here, I'm curious what that is. At first glance, the way it's angled and just by the general shape of it, I thought it was the Falcon. But if you play the trailer forward a little bit further, you can see, go back, you can kind of see, yeah, that it's not the Falcon. This is some form of, I'm going to guess this is like a civilian transport or something. Or maybe it's like a private transport for one of these crime bosses that Boba Fett's going to be meeting up with. I don't know, but I do like the design. And I believe this is Moss Eisley or Moss Espa. I'm not 100% sure which. We've seen all this already. We saw that. We've seen that ship before. This shot we've seen. Okay. Now, there's the shot of the speeder bikes that, again, look like the same ones from Endor. And this guy here, we thought that this was Boba Fett, but it's not. That is someone else. So I'm guessing these are guys that are going to be chasing down Boba Fett for something. We don't know what yet.
Left for dead.
Now, this is one thing that I think was really interesting. So Boba is wearing very different clothes than anything we've seen him wear up to this point in, the trailers. That to me looks like the soft parts of his Empire Strikes Back Return of the Jedi armor. Because if you remember, Boba Fett didn't always wear black under his green plates. He wore that sort of grayish beige color. And that's what I think this is. So this is clearly right after he gets pulled out of the Sarlacc pit. So that pretty much confirms that we're going to see how he gets out, if we didn't have that confirmation already.
On the sands of Tatooine.
And shout out, by the way, to X-Wing, or someone on X-Wing's Boomer Council panel who was airing at the time of this recording, who pointed this out. But this speeder that's about to run over the pit crew droid, which cool that they added those in, that is the same type of speeder as the speeder that Han Solo uses in Solo. So why that's there, who knows, but at least it's cool to notice. This is my favorite shot of the movie, because that is clearly a callback to Return of the Jedi, because obviously Boba Fett is sitting on Jabba's throne. And we know that Jabba's throne has a little conveyor belt underneath of it that can move it forward, and he can look down through the grate into the beast pit so you can see what's going on. And I like that they framed this shot just like the shot that they had of Jabba in Return of the Jedi looking down into the pit as Luke was fighting the Rancor. So I very much believe we're going to be seeing another Rancor in this. But who the Rancor is tearing up, who knows? Let's see, is there anything else?
I am Boba Fett.
There's another seismic charge. And that's pretty much it. So, again, just a quick video breaking down the new Boba Fett trailer for you. I was already excited about this show, and honestly, the trailers that I've been seeing have made me more excited. But I will say one thing. This trailer in particular showed some stuff that I think is kind of spoilerish to what's going to happen in the show. The first trailer was great because it showed barely anything about the story, but now we're starting to get some clues into the trailer, into the story as far as what's going to happen because of the trailer. And I don't quite know if I like that. I want to go into this really not having any sort of expectations. It kind of reminds me of how spoilerific the trailers to the sequel trilogy were. So hopefully this isn't a repeat of that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And just remember, the Force is family. See you.